Let's think about the last time you picked up your phone. Was it 5 minutes ago? 10 minutes? Maybe you checked Instagram or Twitter or Facebook? Maybe you read a tweet, saw a friend's picture, or watched a video. Well, you're not alone. Every day, millions of people around the world use social media. But have you ever asked yourself, why do we do this? What is the real impact of social media on our lives and society? I think it's safe to say that social media is a huge part of our daily lives. But today, I want to take a closer look at how it connects us, not just to our friends, but to the world around us. And, more importantly, how it's changing the way we think, communicate, and live. Social media at its core is about connection. It allows us to stay in touch with people we know, meet new people, and share our thoughts and ideas with the world. But what happens when these connections become too powerful? What happens when social media starts shaping the way we see ourselves, our relationships, and our world? First, let's talk about how social media connects us to people. It's incredible, isn't it? You can be sitting in your room in Tokyo, and in a matter of seconds you could be chatting with someone in New York, London, or Sydney. Social media has made the world smaller in many ways. We can easily share pictures, videos, and thoughts with our friends, family, and even strangers. And while this can be amazing, it also comes with challenges. For example, how many times have you seen a post on social media that made you feel bad about yourself? Maybe someone posted a picture of a perfect vacation, a beautiful dinner, or a success they've had. And suddenly, you start to feel like you're not doing enough, or that you're not living up to other people's standards. This is a big problem with social media. It often shows only the best parts of people's lives, which makes us feel like we're falling behind. This is what's known as social comparison, and research shows that it can hurt our mental health. Now, you might be thinking, well, if it's that bad, why don't we just stop using social media? That's a great question. But it's not so simple. Social media is also a place where we find support and community. Think about it. Have you ever joined an online group where you found people who shared your interests, your challenges, or even your dreams? Social media can give us a sense of belonging and connection, especially when we feel isolated in the real world. But while social media connects us in many ways, it also divides us. It creates echo chambers where we only hear ideas that agree with our own. This can make us more divided, as we stop listening to people with different opinions. Imagine you're on Facebook, and you see posts from people who think exactly like you. You might start to believe that everyone thinks the same way. But the truth is, not everyone shares your views. And when we only see the world through one lens, we lose the chance to understand different perspectives. This is where social media starts to play a role in shaping our society. It's no longer just a place to share pictures and stories, it's a place where ideas are formed and spread. Social media can influence politics, culture, and even how we see right and wrong. For example, think about how social media played a role in movements like #MeToo or Black Lives Matter. These movements gained momentum because people were able to connect, share their experiences, and organize actions through social media. It showed the power of the internet to bring people together and create change. But it's also true that social media can be a dangerous tool in the wrong hands. Misinformation spreads quickly online, and sometimes it's hard to know what's true and what's not. For example, false news stories or harmful rumors can go viral, causing confusion, fear, and even violence. And because social media is so fast, people often react before they think. This can lead to misunderstandings or arguments that might never have happened in face-to-face conversation. So, what do we do with all of this? How can we make sure that social media is a force for good in society? Well, there's no easy answer, but we can start by being more aware of how we use it. We need to ask ourselves, am I using social media to connect and learn? Or am I just scrolling and comparing myself to others? When we use social media mindfully, we can make it a tool for good. For example, one of the things that social media can do well is inspire us. Think about all the educational content available on platforms like YouTube, or how artists share their work on Instagram. Social media has made it possible for anyone to learn new things, discover new ideas, and even build a career. It's not all bad. It just depends on how we use it. Another important step is to learn to think critically. When we see a post online, we should ask ourselves, is this true? Who is sharing this information, and what is their purpose? If we can learn to approach social media with a critical eye, we can avoid falling for fake news and misinformation. Finally, we need to remember the human side of social media. It's easy to forget that there are real people behind the posts and the pictures. When we see something that makes us feel bad or angry, we should take a moment and think, how would I feel if someone said that to me in person? Being kind and understanding online can make a huge difference in how we all experience social media. So, to wrap up, social media is both a powerful tool and a challenge in modern society. It connects us, it divides us, and it shapes the way we see the world. But, in the end, it's up to us how we use it. By being mindful, critical, and kind, we can make social media a force for good. Thank you.